How does Islamic State build legitimacy for their actions?
They build legitimacy through a number of different actions, one area would be around pragmatic services. So the degree to which they're able to provide economic and social support, healthcare, sanitation, housing, wages to some degree, security is a key factor. So they have these kind of pragmatic factors, pragmatic solutions to problems which preceded their involvement in the region. In terms of violence, they're able to, or they provide justifications which connect into history. They draw upon examples from Muhammad and his successors. They draw upon particular sections from the Quran and Hadiths that help to make a connection between what they're doing and preceding forms of Islamic State. What legitimizes and justifies their actions in terms of violence theologically and historically, but they also will switch the focus. So the attacks become justified because of what the people who they are attacking have done or what they represent.
What role does history play in the appeal of Islamic State?
A lot of the rhetoric that emerges from Islamic State does make these connections with the Quran and the time of Muhammad, and key concepts are used that are associated with that time period and the ways in which an Islamic community emerged from a small number, gradually transforming into an empire and subsequent empires. That provides that degree of legitimacy for contemporary actions. It also connects people and connects potential supporters and followers with a religion that's clearly very well established, that has that credibility as a solution at key points in history. It has the historical legitimacy. The Islamic State would argue, and many others have argued, that at the time at which Islam was greatest was at the time when Islam was most practiced. The time when Islam was at its weakest has been when Islam became impure and least practiced. Therefore, history has shown, the argument goes, that the more we practice, the better we become as Muslims. And that can be a convincing argument.
Is Islamic State's use of political violence unique?
So the strategy, it follows a template. It follows a template around intimidation, around scaring, around terrorising populations, around trying to achieve compliance amongst some parts of the population. Where they differed are not necessarily unique, but perhaps the ways in which they've been portrayed and the very visual ways in which they've been recorded and shown has been different. Other groups have used similar methods, but they've tended to be less overt in their usage. They certainly haven't used those acts as a cornerstone of their propaganda.